entities, is also reviving and continuing the Kumari Kandam Hindu nations that got submerged. As per the doctrine of continuity, these facts imply that the KAILASA's statehood is recognized by international law and manifests as a natural outcome of well-established historical legal facts. Become part of this revival of the Hindu nation. Share your time, talent, and treasure to KAILASA, the world's first nations for Hindus. Sign up as a citizen. Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivoham, is the reviver of KAILASA, this ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. KAILASA is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through KAILASA results in the legal recognition of KAILASA as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in Respective Treaties, 1978, addresses these principles of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state, and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta continued to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial status. Today, the order maintains diplomatic relations with 112 countries, issues its own diplomatic passports, currency, stamps, and vehicle registration plates, and has been granted observer status in the United Nations. All these examples of state re-establishment illustrate the principle of continuity of states, as per international law, that a state's legal personality persists over time. A nation continues to exist even after a complete loss of territory. A far more striking example is of the oceanic countries, which are under the threat of their entire nation being drowned and submerged due to rising sea levels owing to global warming. In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva, through the line of succession is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasudisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvati Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
Yes, Nithyananda, all of you. So initially we just had a darshan of Bhagavan himself having and the satsang, and then we had the glimpses. We had the sharings from the glimpses of the Param Sena, the batch we just finished their Param Sena program. So beautiful sharing. So and this season today itself, like 1st of June, the new season of the Param Sena program is starting, which is in Antigua and Barbuda. So this is the happening. The Param Sena program is the most happening program. So book your flight even now. It's not too late. And see you in Antigua and Barbuda. So that we'll be having, after the 30 days, we'll be having your sharings, all your transformations that you had from the program, and the blessings from Bhagwan himself.
Yes. All right. So now let us, after this wonderful after this wonderful darshan, we have the power manifestation. It is the best time for this power manifestation. Once Bhagavan has infused us with super conscious energy, lifted us up to higher levels, higher frequencies, then let us bolt these high frequencies into our muscle memory, into our bodies, into our being, by practicing, by doing the power manifestation. So let us get ready for this round of power manifestation of blind reading or seeing images blindfolded. So for this power manifestation, of course, you will need the blindfold, or if you don't have a blindfold, any piece of cloth that is opaque in nature, such that you cannot see through it. Just tie it around your eyes and get ready for this power manifestation. So requesting everyone. So we have Ma Chen Xiao Fang, we have Ma Heian Chi, we have Ma Paramashiva, we have someone labeled as iPhone 2, we have Ma Trinetrikananda, we have Ma Akura Swarupini, Ma Yi Fan, we have Ma Nyana Guru Prasadini, we have Yang Chi Tsing Aya, we have Ma Suganyana, we have Ma Nithya Sangha Shaktini, Ma Mawa, we have Lu Chi Aya, we have Ma Ananda Paramashakti, Ma Ananda Agora Rupini, Ma Zhang Tsi Ho, and Shri Nithyaling Gautpavan. So yes, welcome everyone.
Welcome everyone. And all the participants on the YouTube, you are also welcome. And as we move into the power manifestation, give your 100%, give your participation, give your involvement, take full part in the power manifestation as we are about to enter into it, and start sharing. That's the most important part of this power manifestation. Start sharing your revelation.
Yes, it is important that you share, because this way you show trust in the cosmos, trust in your connection to the divine. So it is through the divine that our powers manifest. So let us start sharing whatever is revealed to us, whatever we experience as part of this power manifestation. All right, so let's get to it. Requesting everyone, please put on your eye bands, and let's move forward with the power manifestation. So everyone requesting, please put on your eye bands. So requesting everyone to please put on your eye bands. Settle down. And once we have the eye bands, let us bring our awareness to our inner space, just below the heart center. This is our Ananda Gandha. So let's just bring our awareness to the Ananda Gandha and let us remember Swamiji in our inner space. Let us recall Swamiji, everything Swamiji represents, everything Swamiji is to us. Let us recall all of that, invoke Swamiji in our inner space. Let's feel the space of oneness with Swamiji in our inner space. Now let us move our awareness to the third eye just between the eyebrows. And let us visualize Swamiji in our third eye. And then gently, just gently, don't strain yourself, just gaze through the third eye into the Master's third eye. So from your third eye into Swamiji's third eye. And as you do, you feel an energetic connection from the Master's third eye into our third eye. You feel a light build-up of energy as Swamiji is awakening and energizing our third eye for this power manifestation. Just take a moment and feel all of that in your third eye. Now let us start chanting the Mahavakya to further connect to the Master. Let's begin. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let's continue chanting this Mahavakya for the duration of the power manifestation. And now from this space of oneness with Swamiji, from your inner space, let us start manifesting this power of the third eye, seeing images blindfolded. The image is being displayed for you now. Let us begin.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Slowly, very slowly. Open your eyes. You can remove your eye bands. Take a moment and just be in that space with deep feeling connection with Bhagwan. And let's take a moment and start sharing what was revealed to you as you are manifesting the power of seeing picture blindfolded. So we, the acharyas, projected use the image on your screen. Let's take a moment and start sharing. Understand, the more and more you manifest the power, and the more you use the third eye, the power of third eye, the more you sharpen your third eye, you decalcify the third eye. And ultimately, as Swami says, third eye is the door to the cosmos itself. To manifest the state, space, powers, and being of Paramashiva.
Yes, we have a sharing from Ma Zhangzi Ho that says something orange and yellow. Thank you very much for sharing, Ma.
Even all the participants on the YouTube, you can also start sharing and let us know. And once you have shared, we'll be entering into the revelation. So we'll be projecting you the image that we had displayed earlier. So let's take a moment and start sharing.
All right, so if you're still sharing, please continue to do so. Meanwhile, let us move on to the verification stage.
So this is the image that we had projected. You can see Swamiji just smiling. You can behind see it's a Nataraja deity itself. Swamiji is filled with the Rudraksha jewelry. And Swamiji is just smiling in his deep blissful state. You can see the glow, the grace in his face with jatas. And yes, so this is the image that we had projected.
Yes. Ma Zhangzi Ho says something orange and yellow. So Ma, we have the gold. So Swamiji is wearing gold around his neck. So the necklace is gold, and also at the back you can see a cream yellowish background, and also orange. So Swamiji is wearing the Rudraksha that are light brown towards orange, and also the kavi cloth. So yes, thank you very much for sharing, Ma. And congratulations for manifesting, Ma.
All right. So with this, now we'll be entering into the next session where Swamiji will be revealing on the next layers, which is going to be on, one is going to be Swamiji will be explain in detail the 6 death experiences that he had, which he experienced in his life. Then Swamiji will be guiding us through the next layer, the nirvanic layer. We already covered the other 5 layers, other 6 layers. Now we are moving to the last layer, which is the nirvanic layer. So let's come to the space of listening as we enter into this revelation with Swamiji.
It's time to work on Nirvanic one. Nirvana Sarira. By the time you reach this layer, will almost be enlightened, because there is no samskaras in this nirvanic layer. Samskaras will always be in other layers. This layer is a pure empty space. But all you need to understand in this layer is you must be capable of letting go. If you hold, even you will miss the bliss. In this layer there will be pure bliss, but the moment you try to hold it, you will miss it. See, bliss is like a river water, river. If you put your hand in the river will be flowing in your hand. But if you try to hold the river, you will have only empty hand. You should let it happen. You should let it flow. Bliss by itself is choicelessness. When you are choiceless, bliss happens to you. The moment you make the decision, make the choice of bliss, the moment you want bliss to be one choice, simply it starts disappearing. If you understand the purposelessness of the whole thing, purposelessness of the whole life, whole drama, this nirvanic body, you will be easily able to cross this nirvanic layer. Of course, enlightenment is beyond this nirvanic layer. Do not think this nirvanic layer is enlightenment. All you need to understand is a very simple thing. The whole existence, the whole thing is just purposeless, but very difficult to digest. Because you always built your ego believing there is a purpose for your life. Either money or relationship or at least spiritual purpose. Always you created a purpose for your life. The more you think you have purpose, the more your ego will become strong. The more purposes you create, more your ego will become strong. Always you built your life, built your ego, believing you have some purpose in the outer world. Maybe money or the relationships or knowledge, something else. Sometimes people drop all these purposes and catch the purpose of enlightenment. Some purpose, they create some idea. Always they go behind some purpose. But the moment you understand the whole life is purposeless, you achieve enlightenment. Not that you go behind enlightenment. Enlightenment simply happens to you. Enlightenment is nothing but living without ego. Your ego will disappear the moment you understand the purposelessness. As long as you think there is a purpose for the whole thing, and even if you analyze logically, understand what can be the purpose of the existence. Why you should do the whole game. He wants to develop cities all over the world as a planet Earth. If that is the case, he himself can build cities. When he can create trees, can't he create buildings? When he can create jungle, he can easily create concrete jungle. He could have done that. The purpose of the whole existence is pure bliss. Whatever is taught to you as purpose is taught to you by society, by politicians, or by so-called priests. Life itself has no purpose, but very difficult truth to digest. I am giving you a solid, pure Vedantic truth. What rishis explain. I am giving you the solid truth, the first Upanishad, the first stanza. Isha vasyam idadnu sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Tena tyaktena unjita makrida kasya sviddhanam. Do not covet, do not possess. By not possessing, enjoy the whole world. It's a very paradoxical statement. They say, enjoy the whole thing by not possessing. But we do not know how to enjoy without possessing. Always, first thing we will do is possess. Then only we can start enjoying. We cannot enjoy anything without possessing, without making that as our own. The whole thing is just pure purposeless. It's like one bubble, one water bubble. We are all just one bubble in the ocean, in the wave. In a wave races in the ocean, so many water bubbles are happening. Just like a soap bubble, water bubble. We are all like one bubble. It's like our life is almost the same, like one bubble. Tries to catch some 4 or 5 bubbles. Say, you are my wife, stand here. You are my husband, stand here. You are my daughter, stand here. You are my mother, stand here. All of you guys stand around me as a protection. And then that bubble collects 1 or 2 sand pieces from the beach. 1 or 2 small grains of sand, and it says, "These are all my treasure." It puts in one bubble and locks that treasure. And the bubble is thinking, now it is safe, secure. But the bubble doesn't understand. In next 2 seconds, not only he, the whole family also is going to disappear. Same way, in the eternal life, we are all bubbles, just we happen and disappear. When you have the maturity to see the whole, when you are ready to digest the whole, when you are ready to understand, the whole thing is just purposeless. Even your idea about enlightenment, whatever you talk, it's in this drama, that one big bubble says, "I think I'm going to become enlightened. Let you all guys be around me." Or it says, no, I want to become enlightened. I renounce all you bubbles, get out. None of you stay with me. I'm going to go for tapasya. I throw away all these things. And that bubble starts doing tapasya. What's the purpose? Whatever you think is great in your life, whatever you think, whether you are morality, immorality, right or wrong, properties or wealth or relationships or your spirituality, your spiritual sadhana, the whole thing is just pure purposelessness. The moment you understand the whole thing is purposeless, you start realizing the meaning of life. Meaning of life is bliss. As long as you have goal, you will miss the path. The moment you drop the goal, means the end purpose. The big problem with our mind is, it always waits for something to happen. It's always waiting for something to happen. You reduce your whole life into dollars. 1 month, how you measure your 1 month? Your salary. What salary you get, that is the value of your 1 month. That's the way you measure your life. 1 month I make this much. 12 months I make this much. In 5 years I will make this much. This is the calculation. For example, somebody is ready to give 100 years salary. Will you give your life? He says, I will give you 100 years salary in one paycheck. You just die. But you are doing that. May not be directly, but slowly. May not be fully, but slowly. The moment you start measuring your life by your paycheck, by your dollars, by your salary, you reduce the spirit into matter. You reduced the spirit into matter. Please be very clear. The whole life, whatever you are thinking as purpose, be very clear, your ego is stuck there only. Yesterday somebody asked, what is ego? If you think there is some purpose in the life, that is what is your ego. That is where the ego is stuck. If you think there is something to be achieved, we think, oh, my daughter has to get married, or people come and tell me, Swamiji, if I settle my social responsibility, I will come and stay with at your feet, Swamiji. They always come and tell me, Swamiji, if I don't have any other work, I will come and be with you. These guys, they think that the people who are with me, they don't have any other work or what? That's what they think. One day, one lady, elderly lady came to the ashram. She brought her son also in Bangalore ashram. And she said that, Swamiji, my son, let him become a brahmachari in the ashram. I was surprised. Usually his parents come and make big fuss if somebody becomes brahmachari. You see, these guys, Vivekananda can take birth in somebody else's family, but not in our family. Vivekananda is great as long as he is in somebody else's family. And Nivedita is great as long as she is somebody else's daughter. Not my son or my daughter. It's hypocrites. They come and fall at my feet. But if their son wants to become Swami, then, oh God, they will make such big fuss. It's nothing actually, it's jealous. How can that fellow be blissful? When I am suffering, when I am being tortured, how can he be so blissful? How can I tolerate that? Anyhow, usually these guys only make big fuss, as if they have got big thing to offer for this guy. Anyhow, this lady came and told, let him become a brahmachari, Swamiji. I was surprised. I asked her, oh, I am so happy that you are so matured. You are allowing your son to become a brahmachari. Can I know what made you to make this decision? No, Swamiji, it's little bit. Then I asked, when you see all of us, you think we are not? So I have a board outside for mad people only. Am I running the ashram or asylum? Am I running the ashram or asylum? She went away. People come and tell me, if I don't have this, I'll come and be with you, Swamiji. Be very clear. If you think that there is something useful in the life, that is where your ego is stuck. Whatever you think as goal, and you always think after that happens, all my responsibility will be over, I'll be totally relaxed and happy, joyful. Be very clear. By the time you reach that goal, 10 goals will be waiting. Not only that, even if you don't create 10 more goals, by the time you achieve that goal, already running or not relaxing will become part of your conditioning. That will become part of your conditioning. You can't relax anymore. I will see all young guys, they think when I finish my college, I'll be happy, I can relax. After the college, no. When I get married, I'll be relaxed. After the marriage, when I have kids, I'll be relaxed. After the kids, no, let him finish his college. Then I can rest and relax. After the kids finish the college, no, let him get married. Then my responsibility is over. After the marriage, have you seen anybody relaxing? No. By the time you reach the age of 60, already it has become your conditioning. You are running behind the goal. You missed the path. Understand? Do not do that sin. If at all there is something called sin in the life, the only one sin, missing the life. Missing the life, thinking the goal. Continuously thinking the goal and missing the life is the only sin. That is only sin. When you live, let your very living be blissful. Let your very living be blissful. When you are hurrying up early morning, just relax for a few seconds and think, what for you are hurrying? Do not allow the feeling of the uneasiness continuously inside you. The gist of the whole my teaching is only one word. I can put the whole thing. In one word I can put the whole gist of this whole technology. Do not allow continuous uneasiness or restlessness inside you. That's enough. That's all. Continuously you are allowing that restlessness inside you. You are letting that restlessness grow in you, thinking that at one point, after achieving that, you will remove that and relax. You will throw that and lie down. But by and by, that uneasiness, that restlessness becomes part of your being. That is why after 60, you can never relax. That's the first thing. Even if you take away all, even if you leave all your responsibilities, suddenly you feel lonely. You can't sit with yourself. Throughout your life, you lived with that uneasiness. If you don't have that uneasiness, you are feeling that you are missing something. The uneasiness has become part of your life. Purpose and uneasiness, both are one and the same. The constant irritation which you are carrying in you is just because you are running behind a purpose. Because you do not relax into the present moment. If you can relax into the present moment, whenever you are having that restlessness, whenever you are having that irritation move, sit for 2-3 minutes. Take few minutes and think what for you are having it. What for you are running. What you think as purpose. Analyze. Suddenly you will understand the whole thing is just purposelessness. You may have a big house, big car, too many relationships. Whole thing is okay. But can you carry anything with you? No. Nothing can come with you. You can't take even a single checkbook. You can't carry. Even a single checkbook is not allowed. Nothing can be carried. Nothing can be taken. And the whole thing is a pure purposeless. And I tell you, the moment you understand the purposelessness, tremendous inner healing happens to you. All the wounds, whether it is related to guilt or pain or somebody else disturbing you or mental suffering or some abusing things, everything will just be healed. Because what is there? All right, he has abused, okay. But what he is going to do after abusing? Can he carry anything? No. Or if I protect myself continuously without letting anybody abuse me, am I going to carry something? No. Understand, I am not asking you to allow anybody and everybody to abuse you. Do not go to the other extreme. Immediately mind will start thinking, oh, if this is true, then anybody can do anything or what? Do not go to the other extreme. First understand this extreme or this extreme you will be suffering. Allow this understanding to happen. Then this very understanding will guide you. This very intelligence will guide you. Do not bother about, oh, what he is teaching, what he is talking, then what for I lived, then whatever I learnt is lie or what. Throughout my life I was taught, this is the purpose, that is the purpose. What is it? Suddenly he is telling there is no purpose. What kind of teaching it is? It's very difficult for ego to digest. Life is purposeless. But I tell you, whether you are able to digest or not, truth is truth. You are just a water bubble, soap bubble. Nothing but a soap bubble. And nothing will stay. I think if I say that you are all soap bubbles, we are all soap bubbles, not you are. That's a beautiful sloka. The moment you see enlightened master, you will become enlightened. Somebody asked me, then why I am not becoming enlightened, Swamiji? Please be very clear. Just because you are looking at me, don't think you are seeing me. Just because you are looking at me, never ever think you are seeing me. Seeing me is different, looking at me is different. Looking is done just by eyes. Seeing is done by pure mind. As and now, you will understand me only as you understand yourself. If you think you are a farm, you will see me as a farm. This one example you can understand. Before attending any of my programs, when you just see me from distance or outside, what idea you will have? A young boy, a young man, a little more decent, young Swami. That's all. The more and more you come near, naturally your view, idea changes. Your understanding changes. When you start understanding yourself, your understanding about me also changes. So please be very clear. Just because you are looking at me, you are not seeing me. The more you grow, more you will understand me. According to your maturity, you relate with me. So you can't say you are seeing me. As on now, even you are seeing me is one more dream. We are all dream. If I say that we are all soap bubbles, maybe soap bubbles will put the defamation case. Even they have little more life. We are nothing but few soap bubbles, playing the whole drama, playing the whole thing, and the whole life is just pure purposeless. People sometimes get the shock. They come and tell me, Swamiji, the moment I started understanding life is purposeless, I don't want to go to a job, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, what can I do? What is happening to me? Even if that happens, do not bother. Even few days, if you don't go to the job, don't bother. Take vacation for 1 week, nothing wrong. And I tell you, it's the honest truth. If you allow this understanding to penetrate your being, you will never become lazy. Truth can never make you lazy. Truth can never make you lazy. Tamas can never happen to you out of intelligence. Maybe few days because you have been in this extreme, mind wants to go to this extreme. Because whole life you are spending restlessly. The moment you understand this, mind wants to go to this extreme of laziness. At the most 2 days you will be lying in your bed. Just allow this understanding to happen. You will see, third day you will be out of your bed as a new being, as a totally different being. You will never fall again into the restlessness. Restlessness is the Rakshasa. Restlessness is the only devil. Through restlessness, you just lose the meaning of life. When you catch the purpose of life, you miss the meaning of living. Meaning of living is bliss. Purpose of life is your goals. Your goals make you miss the path. Do not let your goals miss the path. The Nirvanic layer, all you need to understand is the whole thing is just purposeless. The moment you understand the whole thing is just purposeless, tremendous inner healing happens to you. All your idea about the future, that's the desire, which continuously haunts you. That will give way. You will be healed. All your guilt, I should have lived like that. Again, that gives way. You will be healed. And all your pains, created by you or created by others, after all, even if you have not created the pain, what is there? There is nothing like a purpose. It's okay. You will be relaxed. You will relax. And all your joys, so-called joys, what is there? You are not going to carry anything. I have seen one master, his name is Yogi Ram Kumar. He lived in Arunachala. He is just like an innocent child, always smiling and blissful. Somehow I had the fortune to sit at his feet. I'll always go and sit with him. Whenever some people come and tell him something, some of their problems, or when they come and tell him, oh, Swamiji, you gave me darshan and healed me, you took care of me, because of you this happened, that happened. He will just tell, all right. If people come and tell him it's their problems, again he will tell, all right. And if somebody comes and tells, my father died, my husband died, my wife died, some serious things, again he will tell, all right. People used to get offended. They are thinking, what? I am saying my problems and he is saying all right. One day I asked him, Swamiji, why are you saying all right for everything? Then he said beautifully, the whole thing is just purposeless. The whole thing is just purposeless. Whatever you think as a purpose has no meaning. When the whole thing is purposelessness, what is there in the life? The moment you understand the truth of purposelessness, whenever you remember the truth of purposelessness, immediately the cool breeze of inner healing happens to you. Your inner restlessness, your samsaya rakshasa, or the suffering, your suffocating feeling simply disappears. Whatever you have or you don't have, they have no purpose. It's like from that big beach, that one soap bubble has picked up 1 or 2 grains of sand, and it is telling it's having a big treasure. Whether the sand which is possessing or the sand which is lying on the beach, both have no purpose. Whether you have or don't have, both have no purpose. When you understand the purposelessness, I tell you, you need courage to go behind the truth. When you understand this, your whole life will start taking a new shape. Automatically some kind of things you will not like to do, it will drop. Automatically you will take up some kind of things. If you are courageous enough to go behind the transformation, you will live as a mukta when you are living. You will live as a liberated soul when you are living. Your very life will be a Jivan Mukta. Your very life will be a liberated being. Please understand, all you need is courage to go behind this understanding. And one more thing I tell you, you will never drop your job. You will never drop your relationships. You will never drop your house. You will never drop your car. You will not drop anything. You will just drop what you don't have, but with which you are living. Don't think you are living only with the things which you have. You are living with lot of things which you don't have. You are living mentally with them, all those things will drop. When you drop the things which you don't have but with which you are living, you will start living with things which you have. You will start intensely living with them. When you drop the fantasy about the big throne, you will start enjoying the seat in which you are sitting. When you drop the imaginations about big cars, first time you will start enjoying the car which you are driving. When the purpose is dropped, the meaning will happen. When the purpose is dropped, the meaning of life, the bliss will start happening in your life. Yes.
He do that, with the other half or the wife, or will they agree to that? Because they might be thinking that, purposefully is not trying to buy me a new car. And then there would be a war in the house.
Your question is right. You see, I tell you one thing. If you understand the purposelessness, you will never stop the decision of making a new car, buying a new car. And I tell you, you will work much more intensely because you will not have the stress inside. As on now, you are working with stress. With stress, if you can make $100,000, I assure you, without stress, you will make $1 million. You will never be tired. You will never be tired. You will understand something called quantum spirituality. The horizontal line and vertical line, both will happen. See with my ashramates. They are living examples of what I am speaking. It's not that they have dropped their responsibilities. All of them are living with their wives. All of them are going for their job. All of them are having whatever they have to have, everything. They just added only one thing, the understanding of the purposelessness. When you understand the life is purposeless, never think you will become lazy. Never think you will not have the comforts. You will have it. The urge or the restlessness to possess will not be there. The urge to possess, the restlessness to possess will not be there. You will be just living beautifully. You will be enjoying beautifully. You will simply work for the next car. And I tell you, if you can work with that peace, you will work 10 times better than as you are working now. You will get the car much earlier. It will simply just multiply your whole energy. See, you never became tired because of working. You became tired thinking that you are doing big job. If you look into your life, you will understand. You never became tired by working. When you think, oh, I have done such big thing. Such big thing has happened by me. Immediately you will be tired. The mind which makes you tired, the mind which says that you have done this, you have done that, that makes you dull. When you understand purposelessness, whatever things you achieve, you will never become tired. You will never think you have done big thing. The very idea, I did big, oh, I have done this, I have done that, will not be there. That is why I tell, if you are without ego, you will work 10 times more. You will have 10 times more comfort, more luxury, more joy, more bliss in your life. Apart from that, you will have your inner space always pure for yourself.
First thing I want you to understand, really do not think you will come back again. If you are constantly pacifying your mind, no, I am not going to die, I am not going to die, you will never enter into the depth. At any one day you have to die, you are going to die. May not be today, tomorrow, or someday. Not only you, I also have to die. Everybody has to die. Be prepared for it. That's what I am saying. Be prepared for it. Now, with sincerely, whenever your mind says, no, I am not going to die, I am going to come back. Tomorrow I am going to attend the program. Just push your mind aside. No. Let me see. If I die now, what will happen? Meditate on death. Death is such a powerful energy. It will reveal so much about life to you. You will not take your life for granted. You will not take your life for granted. One more thing, an important thing. When you go into the death, you will suddenly realize how you abuse the life, how you do not respect the life. Only when you know you are going to miss it, you will suddenly try to grab it. Till then, it is there. You don't catch. You don't try to grab. You don't try to touch the life. You don't try to experience the life. So intensely, step by step, take the help of your visualization power. And whatever you think as negative, let it happen in you now. You may think, what is this one? Won't it strengthen my negative engrams? No. Consciously, if you enter, negativity will leave your system. It won't strengthen your engrams. Whatever you think should not happen to you, let it happen. Whether losing your wealth or health or money or very life itself, let everything be lost. Let everything be lost. All the fear, pain related to fear, let it come up. Let it come up. See, the fear is the main layer which is responsible for your chronic fatigue. Your chronic fatigue and depression is nothing but the perverted form of the fear which you are carrying. Please understand. The perverted form of the fear which you are carrying is what? Is chronic fatigue and tiredness and depression. Now it is time you face it. One more thing, apart from you trying, I will also be guiding. And the Master's guidance is such a powerful experience. It will put you literally in death. It will just put you in death. Literally, you will see for a few minutes that you lose the awareness of the body. You just lose the awareness about your body. You just lose the identification which you are carrying with you. That will release the chronic fatigue samskaras from your body. That will release the tremendous tiredness you are carrying in your body. Do not think tiredness means just the feeling like sleeping. Even while sitting, after 5 minutes, what you do? Or you stop listening. You stop being aware. Understand? Even while driving, when you sit in the car, you will be aware you are driving. Suddenly, only when you reach the place where you are supposed to reach and stop the car, you are aware that you reach the place. Half an hour you would have driven. Half an hour you would have driven. You only drove. You took the decision, pressing the clutch, pressing the brake, right, left, stopping, everything. But that half an hour, you have fallen into unconsciousness. That is what I call chronic fatigue. Chronic fatigue is responsible for the falling into unconscious. Chronic fatigue is responsible for your diabetes and blood pressure. All the disease, understand, all the disease which came from inside, the psychosomatic diseases, chronic fatigue is responsible. Constantly your unconscious wants to lie down. But one part of you is restless to fulfill the desires. This fight only becomes desire, becomes disease. Let this fatigue leave your system. Leave your system. I'll guide you step by step. Just go with my guidance. You don't have to make yourself tense. Just with my guidance, along with my visualization, go with it. Suddenly you will see. You don't even have to visualize whatever I am saying. The words which I am uttering is automatically becoming experience in you. Automatically becoming experience in you. Just go into the deep state and let the Master's energy guide you into the depth. You can just read once more. The first death I faced in my life, my father's elder brother's son, elder son, he died. He fell into the village well. He went for a vacation to one of his relatives' house. You all know in Indian villages, if the school holiday, immediately we'll pack and go to some aunt's house, uncle's house, 2-3 days run around there and come back. It's the only way of vacation. He went to a vacation nearby village. My family is a tight-knit family. They don't marry outside not even outside community, not even outside the family. They'll marry inside. If you pick up one person, he will have 10 way of relationship with other persons. So, this boy used to be dumb and deaf little. So, he can't speak fluently. He went for vacation and the villages will have a wall, the well without wall. So, this guy was running around and fell into that well and died, unfortunately. So when his body was brought, first time, it's reality for me, somebody whom you saw till few days before will not be there with you anymore. I can say in a way he was my first devotee. He used to have a great devotion for me. He is the one who will bring water, flowers, everything for my puja. He had a tremendous love and respect for me. Even though I am younger, to him, he will bring all the things necessary for my puja, help me in puja, assist me. Very religious person. And I used to give him a lot of attention. I am the only person who can play with him or who can entertain him. You see, in all other play, you need to talk, you need to interact, you need to be equal. But my play is sitting with the deities and playing, doing puja. There you don't need to talk much. And only I will be able to accommodate him in my play. Nobody can accommodate. So I used to have a tremendous love for me and my first assistant, maybe I can say. And a great devotee. Suddenly, he is not there. Apart from my practical problems of who will assist me in my puja and all that, who will fetch me water, who will get me flowers, who will get me sandal paste, then with that only you can do puja. I was thinking, who will do all this work? Such a big shock. The basic understanding that death is inevitable got drilled in me. Actually, I can say, this awakened the sense that I have to be dependent only on me, only on my body and mind for anything I want to do. Society will not be a permanent help. That reality was completely experienced by me, I can say, surely it has awakened a very deep next level strands of DNA in my body. So independence. I can say this was one strong shift in my body. My body has started becoming yogic body. See, my whole idea of depending on somebody was lost. I have to be completely dependent only on the 6 feet frame for anything I have to do. And he was one more close disciple of Raghupati Yogi. Raghupati Yogi was actually working on him to make him speak. I have seen Raghupati Yogi actually made him speak at least on 3 occasions very fluently. But that boy finally asked Raghupati Yogi, no, I think I'll be better if I just live the same way I came, so that I will not have much responsibility in the world. Again, the conscious decision. I have seen Raghupati Yogi made him speak at least on 3 occasions, very fluently. He gave some herbs and asked him to keep on the last part of the teeth and hold. And he started speaking fluently. That funny thing is, holding his teeth, he was speaking fluently. That's the most funny thing. Still I remember, the jaws are completely holding the herb, but he is speaking. He is able to create the sounds very properly, very clearly. That was the most funny part. Still I am not able to understand how Raghupati Yogi made it. Anyhow, the first death, that is responsible for my body becoming yogic body. So God, because He used to bring me the Nagalinga flowers, which will grow, the flowers will happen in the tree at least some 6-7 feet high. He is little taller than me, he will climb that tree and get that flower. The flower will be like a 1,000 hooded snake, and inside there will be Shivalinga. It's called Nagalinga flower. So he used to climb the tree and bring the flower. First time I realized, oh God, now I have to climb by myself. Even though Raghupati Yogi has trained me, claiming pillars and all that, the necessity to become an independent yogic body has happened in me with that first death. The second death was my grandmother's, my grandfather's elder brother's wife. She lived the ripe age of more than 103. And till the end, very healthy. The funny part in this is, please understand, the most funny part in this is, all these deaths I am describing happened like a process, one by one. Now if I look back, it was such a great preparation. How the cosmos was making incarnation. Actually, I myself enjoy that story. I am writing an autobiography. I do not know whether somebody else is enjoying or not, going to enjoy or not. I myself intensely enjoying. Oh God, what a play! What a leela happening. It's such powerful truth, such powerful incidents, played so beautifully, such a coordinated way. The next death, my grandmother's death, that has given me the lesson of society cannot be trusted and it is not a structure as it is believed by you. Father is not a father, mother is not a mother, uncle is not uncle, aunt is not aunt. Things can be completely different. See, first time I realized people can talk one thing and think something else. I never understood you can think something and talk something else. First time I realized during my grandmother's death how people behaved. I saw, see, she died and there used to be a doctor opposite to my house, very nice person. This old lady, our house had a big well in the center. In villages, the common wells will be there in center of the houses. So in my whole street, this is the only well which can give water during summer. During summer, all other wells will dry up. So this poor doctor, during summer, he has to come only to this well for water. And in villages, it's like they will water and food and all is practically any house you can go and eat. I have seen, at least when we were born and brought up, that we all kids will go to any house and eat in that 30-40 houses. It will be aunt, uncle, father, father's brother, brothers, in-laws, sisters, husband. Some way it will be related. And so this doctor also has to come here for the water. This old lady who died, my grandmother, she had a strong belief that after the sunset, the needle, water, fire, all these three should not be given. So, for some urgent thing, after sunset, if they come for the water, this lady will shout and she will take away that vessel with which they fetch water from the well and hide it. Once the doctor came for very important, urgent reason, emergency for water, this lady did not give. She quoted the proverb, needle, water and fire should not be taken out of the house after the sunset. It's a village belief. So, the day before she died, it was late night. She had some problem. She need to have injection. Some injection. So the doctor was called. The doctor came and checked everything and he said injection has to be given. Then that old lady said, go and bring from your house. An opposite house. This doctor said, you only used to tell water, needle and fire cannot be brought outside the house. After the sunset, how can I bring? That old lady could say neither say yes nor say no. She said, no, somehow save me. Then finally the doctor is a good person. He went and brought and did whatever he can, but he couldn't save naturally because she's too old. And next day she passed away. I just remembered, oh God, this lady to whom she's not giving, but that guy is giving so much. That's one understanding. Second, when the death was declared, I saw my family people, they were all sitting and they were all very normal, happy, actually waiting for her to die because she had a lot of money, jewelries. Those days, that silver coin, in India we had a habit of silver coin, pre-independence, silver coins. Lot of those coins she had under her bed in a trunk box. So now all these fellows will get a share. But she herself did not have any kids, but her brothers and their kids, many, and finally each one will get one, maybe little. But they were all waiting for their share. They were waiting for her death. The moment she died, I saw these fellows were very cool. They did not cry immediately. They went to their rooms. Each one will be given one own room, usually in the joint families. They all went to their rooms and changed the dress, put on very simple clothes, removed all the costly jewels and put on simple jewels, came and assembled in the hall, center hall, as if like a scene. And the first one say, start, oh, they started crying. It's almost like a Divya Shariri. The moment I say, they start jumping. And oh, they start. I thought, oh God, I thought the pain or the suffering will come immediately. The moment you say, she has died, but these guys all went and did all, removed their makeup and they all opened their hair, almost preparation for the whole scene. And I remember some of the ladies, they wiped all the powder and eyeliner, whatever they had. They came and sat in round circle and, oh, Pati, you left us and went away. Oh, Granny, you left us and went away. They started, I couldn't understand. Oh God. Just 1 minute before they were all right. And the doctor declared at least 20 minutes before she is dead. How come 20 minutes, no pain, no suffering, no crying came out? Till all of them went to their rooms and changed their clothes and came back. And they were even waiting for somebody to arrive. So they all waited. When the last one arrived, then they started, oh, Granny, you left us and went away. There is a typical song. I thought, oh God. Anyhow, I was not able to cry. I was feeling sad because I missed my candy every day. Every day she will give me one job. She'll tell me to go and bring tobacco from the corner shop in the street. Every corner in the street, she'll ask me to go and bring tobacco for chewing. She'll not give money. She'll tell, take from your father. My father is a spendthrift, that is the right word I have to say. And he and money can't go hand in hand. Anybody asks anything, he will give away. You don't need to ask second time. Only once you need to tell him, you are in suffering, and he will give it away. And he will give me the money, and I will get tobacco for her and candy for me. And from today, no candy, because she is gone. And I was only feeling bad for that, but I was not crying. I know all these fellows are trying to fake that crying. I slowly started laughing. Oh God. I'm a small boy, 10-year-old boy maybe. I went and leaned on my mother's back. Still I remember very clearly. They were all sitting like around and they were putting their hand on each other and bending and going up and down. That is the way they cry. Oh, Granny, you left us and went away. That is the way they cry. I am giving you the exact scene. And then after 2-3 times you shout that clean the nose and wipe on the back, somebody's backside sari, somebody's pallu. And then, oh, the milk which we boiled for yesterday got spoiled. That's all verses. And the buttermilk which we kept for you is drank by the cat. Then we realized you are not going to be here to drink that milk, to drink that buttermilk. These are all, I am giving the exact translation of the village verses. When somebody dies, how they sing, it's called Oppari in Tamil. And then after a few minutes, when it becomes tired, you see how many times you will bend and up and down, up and down. And after a few minutes they will sit and they will wipe their face and they will talk. What happened to your mother-in-law? She did not come. Hey, this saree I never saw. Where did you buy? And they will be talking all very relaxed way. If some new relative comes, then, oh mama, our granny went away leaving us. And that guy also will take the kerchief very seriously. We don't know whether he is hiding his laughter or crying. No, really. See, really, how many of you felt when you went to a death house feeling like laughing? Raise your hand. See? And but you can't laugh there. What to do? Take the kerchief and hide the face. No, I saw the whole fun happening. And I was actually leaning on my mother's back. She was doing that same exercise of up and down. Now I remember leaning on her back and holding her head. Ma, you were not crying earlier. I asked, hey. She said, hey, keep quiet. Now cry. Then I peeped my head between the heads and looked into my aunt's face. She also, when she comes up, she is showing the face. When she goes down, she's okay. When she was going down, she's okay. She's just wiping the face and she's not showing any face. When she comes up, when others are able to see, she starts crying. I thought, oh God, how can this be? And still I remember very clearly all the scenes, very vividly. And these guys were not crying earlier, now they are crying. How can this sudden? And not only that, after a few minutes they settle down, and only when the new relative comes, again the burst. And that guy also will sit in that circle and he will say, okay, what to do? After all, she lived her life completely. And then after 2 minutes he will wipe the face and then ask, so everything, what else is going on? What is growing in the land, in that farmland? Is all the properties in our name or shifted to somebody else's name? They will start inquiring. And after dropping that body, after 1 hour I saw all these fellows got into our room and locked themselves. And I also somehow sneaked into the room. I saw they are sharing the wealth under our bed. Now the fight started among the family. Who will get that? She had a pavala mala, the pearl mala. Who will get that mala? Who will get this coin? Who will get that jewelry? Who will get this jewelry? And they are cutting all that mala and jewels into pieces and weighing. And dead body is lying down in the hall, but already the sharing has started. When I looked at all that, I thought, oh God, this lady had so much under her cot and she will never give a penny for the tobacco. First thing I thought, if she would have given a little bit of this, I would have given it to the chettiar, and whole life she would have had tobacco and I would have had candy. And neither she enjoyed nor she gave me, and she just left the whole thing and died. Then I suddenly realized, even these fellows who are fighting and sharing, they are also going to live and die like this. Same thing is going to happen. They take from her after her death. Somebody else is going to take from these guys after these guys' death. I thought, oh God, that's right. So, what is the use of this whole thing? Then what is happening in this whole thing? Just somebody steals from somebody, legally or illegally. But it is all just stealing. If you are caught, it's illegal. If you are not, it is legal. That's all. Otherwise, from here to there, it's all just stolen. Nothing else. First time, my idea about society crumbled down. Because one of my uncle was forcing me. I cry. I said, no, I don't feel like crying. He said, no, everybody is coming, cry. I said, no, I won't. Then he slapped me. I just held his hand and said, if you touch me once more, I'll tell everybody what all you guys did in the room. Fighting for our jewels. Then my father intervened and said, you know, this fellow will really tell. Why are you playing with him? Why are you beating him at this moment? He will really sit outside and tell everybody before they come inside. Then they understood the danger. They put me in a room and locked me. They locked that room. I was inside that room. I can say I cried for maybe half an hour or 1 hour. Then when I just fell, it was a big opening, a kind of a breaking. My whole being settled. My respect for society has disappeared. I was living near a place called Varanasi, one of the sacred pilgrimage center of Hinduism, place called Ghazipur. I was serving a sadhu, old monk, who was very sick. It's a small town, a small hospital, a small ward, some 2-3 steel cot and bed and few old steth and BP machine and a green screen. You can visualize an Indian village hospital, you can imagine. This sadhu whom I was taking care, next bed, the patient was about to die. This old doctor and that old nurse, both of them are trying to revive him, support him. He was, the patient who was dying must be less than 50. So they were trying to help him. But I could see he's already started dying. Please listen. First time I saw death in 4 dimension. I'll describe as much as I can. You have 7 parts in you. Your body with flesh, blood. This is the first part. Second is your breathing. Your breathing, that's the second part. Third, you are thinking. Fourth, you are feeling. Fifth, the area you experience during deep sleep, from where you are experiencing feeling. Understand? First, this flesh, blood. Second, breathing, prana. Third, thinking, mind. Fourth, feeling, emotions. Fifth, the deep sleep state, which is called causal layer, from which all this feeling, thinking, everything happens. Sixth, the soul, your individual soul, consciousness. Seventh is the cosmic soul, Paramatma, Nirvana, enlightenment. All these 7 put together is you. Please listen. If the cosmic soul is an ocean, your private beach is individual soul. Clear? If cosmic soul is ocean, your private beach is individual soul. So you can't say individual soul does not belong to cosmic soul. Your private beach is also ocean. You can't say you are having ocean. It's your private beach. How many of you understand? So all these 7 put together is you. I could see this guy moving from one to another. First, in his body, the heavy pain chemicals are released. How many of you experienced scorpion bite in your life? Scorpion bite. Scorpion bite. Any? Usually, if the scorpion bites in that area, for you not to feel the pain, your body will release the painkillers.
anti-pain chemicals. That will only make that whole area swell. Any doctors here? Your body has a natural anesthetic methods. Do you know that? If the pain goes beyond certain limit, your body itself will release automatically painkiller inside the anesthesia, and you will fall into unconscious state, coma. First, exactly that is what has happened to that guy. There was so much of pain in the body, as if his skin is being peeled. So much painkiller was released inside the system, he fell into coma. Automatically. The moment he fell into coma, all his patterns become alive and vital. It is like 25 kids are in the house and parents are not there. What will happen to that house? 25 violent, wild kids and parents are not there in the house. That is the way, if your consciousness is missing, and that is the way your patterns behave. Even while the kids behave, you know, your consciousness is like a father. Your patterns are all kids. When your consciousness is not there, when you become unconscious, coma stage, patterns just make ruckus. I could see his unconscious soul was kicked like a football. Imagine in this house, in this room, one football is there and 25 football players are there. If all of them kick at that ball, what happens? So all his desire patterns are kicking at him. The ball is flying from one corner to another corner. His soul, unconscious soul, which is in coma. All your patterns have a deep vengeance on your soul, your consciousness. Please listen. Please listen. I could see in that person all the desire patterns are kicking him, asking, I told you fellow, I want to live, I want to live, I want to live. You did not fulfill me, complete me. Desire is nothing but the commitments you gave it to you. Understand? The commitments you gave it to you, all stands there and questions you. Why you did not fulfill me? Honor me. Then somehow that soul jumps to the next level. Next level, all the guilt, inauthenticity comes up. And say, I told you we should have lived like that, like that. Why did you do this, do this? The first, the lack of integrity patterns are kicking you. Desire. Next, inauthenticity. The guilt patterns. I can say this is the space when the individual soul feels hell. So individual soul experiences hell. Getting it? Hell is not actually separate. Geographical, it is psychological. And then soul moves to next. All the pains you experienced in your life, your irresponsibility patterns, that comes up and shatters, beats the soul which is already unconscious. Then it finally goes and falls into that deep sleep layer. From there it doesn't move further, it immediately goes and takes next body in that unconsciousness itself. So that is why you do not know what kind of a house
Parents you are choosing. You just close your eyes and walk. After entering only you open your eyes and see, oh God, I thought I am coming to the cinema theatre. Now only I understood. I came to the garbage tank. Oh, you are a garbage can. I thought you are a Pizza Hut. After you enter into the garbage tank, garbage lorry, you say, I thought I am in the Pizza Hut. But now you cannot change. You have taken already one more body. Exactly this is what happens while you die. Please understand, I am giving you the visual description of what happens. You do not touch your individual soul or cosmic soul, your individuality, without even touching your individual soul or the cosmic soul consciously, takes another one birth. It is like you are dreaming, without even waking up, you fall asleep and again dream. Again fall asleep, again dream. You never come to waking state. How many of you understand? That's the way body is assumed. This is the third death I saw in my life. When you remember that death is going to happen to you, the respect which you carry for your ego will come down. Because whatever you think should not leave you is ego. When you know for sure everything is going to leave you, then the respect for ego just drastically drops. And especially, I am a kind of a too sharp, straightforward guy. So straight away the respect for ego dropped. Then I decided, after all I am going to die. Either I should have a death experience now itself and live without the death fear, or die and see. That's all. But I have to see the death. There is a small Shiva temple in one corner and a small tower above the temple. I went and sat in that tower so that nobody will disturb me. In one corner I sat. If you see in the biography souvenir, you will see the photograph where I had the death experience. I sat there. From there I started seeing the dead bodies being burnt. Still I remember the strong click was when an elderly lady's body was being burnt. I saw her, she had a big belly. The cloth burnt and the fat which was there in the belly started burning and melting and flowing. Sorry for describing too vividly. I could see very clearly because the cloth got burnt, the body is there and the fat is burning and melting and flowing. Because the fat is flowing, the fire is still burning with a full speed. That gave a very strong click into me and said, oh God, yes, same way it is going to burn. And same thing is going to happen to this body also. Let it happen. That click opened up a deep fear of death. And that fear, when it spread all over the body, when I faced it consciously, I could see very clearly that fear spreading all over the body. When the fear met my awareness, hit my awareness, that became death experience. Understand? Whenever your fear is suppressed, it stays inside you as a suppressed fear. Whenever it comes out and you are not consciously facing it, it becomes a fear stroke and shakes your whole nervous system and breaks it down. If it is faced consciously, it becomes death experience. The fear, death fear, if you just escape, run away, when that fear happens, it becomes death. When you face it consciously, it becomes death experience. Death fear plus subconscious is suppression. Death fear plus unconscious is nervous breakdown. Death fear plus conscious is death experience. Understand? I have given a clear explanation, clear equation. Death fear plus subconscious is suppression, perversion. Death fear plus unconscious means you don't suppress, but neither you face, you just get shaken, frightened, fear stroke, nervous breakdown. Death fear, conscious awareness is death experience. I was able to see very clearly the fear which rose when I faced it consciously with awareness became death experience, means I saw clearly the body is dead. It's not moving. 2.5 days, no food, no water, no thought, no question, no doubt, body was there. Only after the experience I realized 2.5 days passed. It was there. I could see with closed eyes, the body is dead and there is no movement. Suddenly, after 2.5 days, the click happened. God, body is dead, but I exist still. I am there. That clarity, that click, when it clicked, it became such an intense ecstasy. The fear of death left once for all. And it has become such a deep ecstasy, such a joy, such bliss. And slowly opened the eyes. I was able to move the body. First thing I felt was such a deep ecstasy and gratitude. I went down to the Ganga. It was just a few feet. Sprinkled little Ganga water, took the Ganga water in Kamandalu, little ash from the pyre, straight went to Vishwanatha and put that ash and did the puja. That was the first thing. It was such a deep gratitude. I saw Vishwanatha was alive. Understand? Because I died, Vishwanatha became alive. Till the day before, because I was alive, Vishwanatha was always dead stone. Because I was alive, Vishwanatha was just dead stone. Because I died, Vishwanatha is the Shiva in Varanasi. Fourth death. Fifth death is.
Yes. So these were the experiences of death by Swamiji himself. How he saw when everybody takes, almost everybody takes an unconscious birth, and after taking birth only they realizes that they have taken birth in wrong place. They don't have choice because they uh, take the decision based on unconsciousness, but still it's their choice. So with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's day of the glimpses of Paramashivoham. And the good news is, tomorrow will be starting the new season of the Paramashivoham. So welcome all of you on this wonderful journey of the Paramashivoham. And tomorrow, of course, the day will be starting with the Nithyananda Yoga. So do not miss this opportunity where this new season is starting, because it's going to transform you in a new way. Even if you have attended the Paramashivoham, every season is a new way to transform you. So with this,
Yes, we thank you very much for being with us today. It has been a pleasure to look after every single one of you. And of course, yes, once again, we await you tomorrow to the next season of the Paramashivoham program. So we go back to day one of the season proper. So we welcome you all again tomorrow. And yes, we are going to close today with the Purna Mantra. Om
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukar Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, everyone. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat war,